The Case offense, Dave, with 395 yards in the first half tonight.
Dan Whalen wearing the visor down on the sideline right now, talking with Jeff Brown, who is sitting out tonight. And so we'll see Joey Baum come in and start the second half for the Spartans. Now, Oberlin will have the ball to start play here in the second half, and they will move from left to right. Sam Coffey approaches the football, and we are underway here in quarter number 3 under the lights at Case Field. This one will be brought back by Ryan Harvey from the 5-yard line, gets out across the 20, and he's tackled near the 23-yard line by the Spartans. And that's where the Yeoman offense will come back out and take over as we start the second half here at beautiful Case Field, surrounded by the brick dormitories here on the Case campus. And they are awaiting a fireworks show tonight after the game, but plenty of fireworks in the first half with 6 touchdown passes from the All-American candidate Dan Whalen, who tossed for 317 yards. The Yeoman with the eye in the backfield, and they will hand this one up the middle. I believe that was Lowther getting the first call. He dives to the 25, not much running room there. Actually, that was Sean Curtis who got the call in the first play of the second half for Oberlin. Case has won 24 consecutive meetings with the Yeoman dating back to 1982. Beat them 48-21 last year in Oberlin.
That game was 45-7 at halftime.
So a very similar margin going into the second half of both games. Curtis again gets the call, gets out across the 30-yard line. He'll be short of the first down. Pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Yeoman, their first offensive possession here in the second half.
Well, Case defense did a nice job on 3rd downs in the first half. Oberlin converted just 1 of 10 in the first half. You hold your opponents to 10% conversion on 3rd down. There's a chance you're going to set your offense up the way the Spartans did in the first half.
3rd down and 1. We'll see if they stick on the ground. Calgren takes the snap. He'll go back, hand it up the middle. This is Curtis again. Gets out to the 35 and has the first down. Yeoman will have a new set of plays to work with here. 1st and 10. Football at the 35-yard line of the Oberlin Yeoman. Dan Whalen, 6 touchdown passes. His night will be finished and likely sets himself up for a 13th career UAA Athlete of the Week award. It's very possible.
He could probably clear a space on the mantle.
To Curtis again. Picks his way forward. Almost lost the football, but held on as he skidded across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Sean Curtis. Curtis, the tailback out of Cooper City, Florida. Only 4 seniors on the Oberlin roster, and as you said, Ed, it's a depleted roster. Only about 42 players on the active roster for Oberlin. Their numbers are not strong this year, but only 4 seniors, so a very young football team playing here tonight at Case Field. Curtis again covering the ball with both arms as he breaks around the right tackle. He was down. The ball popped free again. He gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line and should have the first down.
Sasala and Enright had a few words after the play. The tight end from Oberlin and the inside linebacker for the Spartans.
12:26 to go, 3rd quarter, 41-0 Case.
Michael Harris checks in at defensive tackle for the Spartans. Jake May comes to the sideline.
Michael Harris, 6 feet tall, 270-pound freshman out of Shaker Heights, Ohio. Lined up on the defensive line. They will hand this one to Curtis again. Puts his head down. Good, strong running out across midfield to the Case 45-yard line. And I don't think we had seen a play as aggressive as that run by Curtis all night.
Yeah, he really got his shoulder pads over his knees, straight ahead, downhill running. Wasn't concerned about a cut to the outside, was simply looking to pick up yardage. and barreled his way ahead for 9 yards.
Yeah, second down, a short 2. 41-0 Case. Oberlin with their first possession of the second half. Curtis again with good blocking in front of him. Gets out across the 45 and lands hard at the 42-yard line.
Tyler Benson pulled on from his right tackle position. He came around the left side, and Curtis just put his hand right in the middle of his back and shoved him into a Case defensive lineman, and that cleared the way out for Curtis to pick up the first down.
Mike Pelyak finally with the tackle. Football marked at the Case 42. First down and 10 for the Yeomen. 11:19 to go, third quarter. They'll drop 2 receivers out, 1 on each side. Offset eye in the backfield. They will come back. Enright goes in motion, rolling out left. Calgren fires. The pass caught out across the 40-yard line. Hauled in over there by Shellberg, the fullback. He caught a pass last week as well. 5'10 senior out of South Grafton, Massachusetts. Shellberg with the catch. Picks up 4, second down and 6.
Doolin and May come back into the football game. Case now with 5 defensive linemen in the football game.
10.5 to play, third quarter. 41-zip Case. Trying to go 3-0 in the 2009 season. Here's the pitch back. Lowther, the ball carrier, hits the line of scrimmage and is tripped up right there. Lisa Sala in there on the tackle. Doolin got tripped up behind the play before he could get to Lowther.
Frustration's beginning to show. I think Danny Enright, the sophomore tight end from Oberlin, probably the most frustrated of the Yeomen right now.
Corey Kidd lines up, slot receiver on the left side. They stack 3 guys all tight toward the line of scrimmage. And now Calgren goes back to throw. Will loop it out. Pass is caught over there at the 40 down to the 35 to the 34-yard line. He hooked up on the pass.
Ryan Harvey over there.
Ryan Harvey was the receiver. Brad Paramore was able to bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Well, defense might need a pep talk from Jeff Brown.
Fourth down. Well, he did mention to us that if it was close, he was going to go to the locker room and get his uniform on. But that has not been the case, and probably will not be tonight. 41-0 Case. Fourth down and 1. They go for it. Calgren will try and take it himself. He does on the quarterback keep. Picks his way forward for about 3 yards, and a fourth down conversion gives the Yeomans another first down.
Little tiptoe action by Calgren. Ordinarily, when you need less than a yard, it's kind of an aggressive burst to the line of scrimmage, but Calgren picked his way through for 4 yards in the first down.
I believe they had 55 total yards in the first half. They have almost equaled that total now in the drive to start the second half. Harvey is in motion. Calgren calls out the signals. Goes back, hands the ball off to Lowther. No blocking in front of him. Case gets to him. And that's Dale English to wipe out that play. We heard from Dale English at halftime, and the sophomore comes up, makes a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and 11. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter with 8:15 to go. In the third quarter, Case leading at 41-0 here at University Circle tonight. Dan Whalen retiring for the evening. We have not yet seen the Case offense on the field. Second down 11. Calgren calls out the signals for the Yeoman. He'll go back, tries to hand it to Lowther, and English again in the backfield before they can even hand the ball off. Lowther gets taken out, and that will be a loss of about 7 yards.
That's a small offensive line for Oberlin. They only go about 6'1", 245 pounds, and so for a Division III school, not the 300-pounders you'd find at Division I, but even at 245, that's on the small side for Division III. And you're starting 2 freshmen on the right side of that line, Rob Conti and Tyler Benson.
In motion, Danny Enright back to throw. Calgren, third down and long, wants to fire it downfield. No one is open, and he finally tries to hit Shellberg on a short pass up the sideline by the Case bench. That's incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 16. And what was shaping up to be Oberlin's best drive of the night has been snuffed out here, and they were having some success with the sophomore Sean Curtis, Ed, but they kind of went away from him, and that's when things kind of stalled out.
Well, Oberlin's a perfect 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions tonight, but none of them as long as 4th and 16 that they're staring at right now.
They go for it now from the Case 37-yard line. Calgren wants to air it out, does so downfield, and it's going to be picked off by Lee Sisala. He brings it back to the 16-yard line before he's taken out. Lee Sisala, the senior out of Katanning, Pennsylvania, on the receiving end of that pass from Calgren. And it's the Spartans' second interception of the night.
Well, it serves basically same as a punt would. In that case, is pinned inside their 20.
Here come the Case offensive players, led by Joey Baum, the 6'1 junior out of Dalton, Ohio. Played his high school ball at Walsh Jesuit. So the former Warrior comes out. He was 1 for 2 last week at Rochester for 1 yard in brief action in the second half. And Baum will take the snap and drop back to throw. He wants to go to the air as well. Goes to DJ Sutka across the 20-yard line. He'll be tackled right there. Sutka may get the 21 on forward progress, and it's a 5-yard pickup for the Spartans. 2nd down and 5.
Well, most of the Case offensive line are the starters. Kluzinski, Allen, Yanosko, and Zajac are still in the football game. Willem Kakish is in at left guard for Tony Opperman, who was out with an ankle injury.
Michael Allen still in there at center. As Ed mentioned, a lot of the starters still in along the offensive line. Baum from the shotgun. Greg Meyer is in the game. He'll get the carry. Breaks around the right side. Has running room to the 30. Out to the 33. And is wrestled down there. And that'll be good for a 1st down as Meyer peels off 11 yards. Greg Meyer came into today's game with 966 rushing yards in his career. And if he gets 11 on that carry, he'll be up to 24 on the day today. They'll hand it to Meyer again. This one goes nowhere. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll go for negative yardage. But Greg Meyer closing in on 1,000 career rushing yards here at Case.
Here comes Bill Deitman in for Meyer. I was just about to say we haven't seen Bill Deitman tonight.
Deitman, the 5'10 junior out of Mentor High School. 41 zip Case, 5:19 to go, 3rd quarter. David Wilson, Ed Doherty here at Case Field. Deitman will get the call. He will shake a tackler back at the 30-yard line, gets to the 35, and then he is sandwiched over there as Oberlin brings him down. Adam Wygren got in there on the tackle. Deitman picks up 2, almost went down for a heavy loss in the backfield. Football resting right at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 9 for the Spartans.
I would expect over the next 20 minutes of football to see a lot of Bill Deitman and Greg Meyer and Corey Checken.
Joey Baum calls out the signals. He'll drop back to throw. Looking downfield. Wants to put it up. Still no one open. Now he rolls out to the right. Still looking. Gets rid of the football, and he will come up a little bit short. Deitman was deep downfield. That's how much time they bought for Baum. Deitman was able to pick his way down the far sideline, but the pass a little short, incomplete, and it's 4th down and 9. For Case, Josh Murphy will come in to punt it away. Murphy, a 6-foot sophomore out of the Dayton area, Kettering Fairmount high school product. And some movement on the line on the snap. Clock stopped with 4:30 to go.
Wade Self had a bobble.
So a false start against the Spartans. Moves it back to the 30. Murphy will punt from the 15. And they set up back on the 25-yard line for the punt return. Robin Witches is back there. Here is the kick. Ryan Harvey will make the catch at the 35-yard line. He's tripped up at the 37. Nicely done by DJ Sutka on the punt coverage as he takes out Ryan Harvey. 41-0 Case, and the Oberlin offense will come back out. And Harvey is shaken up on the play, holding his right knee.
The way Sutka brought him down was a clothesline, but instead of being up near the shoulders or head, it was right across the thigh. And I think that Harvey might have gotten that either a deep bruise or he twisted that knee when he came down.
4:22 to go on the scoreboard here at the beautiful Case Field. Harvey is up now, limping over, but jogging to the sideline. No broadcast next week. It's the bye week for Case. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be at Denison for the Spartans and Big Red. That game will also be here on AM 1420 WHK.
In historic and quaint Granville, Ohio.
That's October the 3rd. Then another road game on the 10th at the College of Worcester. Both of those night games, 7 p.m. kickoffs. And we'll have it all for you right here on AM 1420 and on case.edu. Back to Sean Curtis, who has been their most effective runner tonight. And he goes straight up the middle and touches his knee at the 46-yard line, a pickup of 8. .402 to play. And to think this game began with, and we'll have to ask and try and find out what happened on the first play of this game when Dan Whalen was running on a scramble and inexplicably turned around and flipped it as if to lateral to a teammate, but threw it up for grabs, and it was caught by Oberlin for a turnover on the first offensive play for Case tonight. Again to Curtis, and boy, he is folded up after a gain of about 2. Did not get the first down, though. I think he will be short.
Yeah, the first play of the game are the kind of plays that will make head coach Greg Debelak awfully gray, awfully quick. We'll see his All-American type quarterback on a sprint sweep. Then to make a decision to flip the ball back into the middle of the field rugby-like.
Under 3 to play here in the third quarter. Calgren calling the signals at the line of scrimmage. We have not seen Joey Zebulon tonight, who we thought would be the starting quarterback. And now flags come out.
Movement, Rob Conti, I think, the right guard. Now there's some question as to whether or not it was against the Spartans.
And I believe they're going to say it was a timeout. So before the flag, timeout was taken by the Oberlin Yeomen. That'll give us a chance to step away as well. 2:47 to play in the third quarter, 41-0 Case. Back after this 30-second break on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. .247 to go here in the third quarter. Oberlin back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 1.
Case with 9 in the box.
They come at them, but they put it in the hands of Curtis. He dives ahead looking for first down yardage. The Spartans came up with some big hits. Adam Watson met Curtis there. Doolin was in there. But it is good for a first down as he gets to the 49-yard line. .237 to go as the clock continues to move here. Third quarter action. They'll stack three receivers on the right side, one on the left.
It's 5-on-5 up front.
They will flip it out of the backfield to Curtis, and he is cut down behind the line of scrimmage. Paramore and Doolin in there on the tackle for Case. So they went to Curtis, and he just could not get the blocking in front of him. He ran right into Doolin and Brad Paramore. They lose a yard there, second down and 11. Calgren calls out the signals. Oberlin with the football right now. Man in motion is Robin Witches, and they go to Curtis again, and he tries to duck under a couple of tacklers. Dives back across midfield to the Case 48-yard line. So he picks up 4 there. It'll be third down and 7 for Oberlin, with Case leading at 41-0. We are in the late stages of the third quarter here at Case Field tonight. Boy, the lights have agreed with the Spartans in this game, Ed.
Well, the way that offense looked in the first half, it's going to be tough for any team on their schedule to stay with them. That was a high-powered, high-octane, 5-star type of performance.
6 different receivers catching touchdown passes. Calgren in trouble, and this ball is almost picked off as he tried to flip it at the last second to Corey Kidd. Lisa Sala almost came up with his second interception of the night. Dan Calabrese and Lisa Sala with INTs tonight for Case Western Reserve. Fourth down and 7.
Corey Sylvie in the football game, as is Christian Anderson. Anderson checks in at defensive end, and Sylvie in at linebacker.
Sasala brothers still in at linebacker along with Brad Paramore. Now they go for it here on fourth down. Calgren in trouble, ranges far to the left side, throws it down the sideline. It's incomplete. Paramore on the coverage of Corey Kidd, and the Spartans will take over on downs at their own 48-yard line with 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, or the third quarter rather. On the fourth down play, the Yeomen unable to convert. They are now 4 out of 6. And we'll check in on the sideline after this first play of the drive with Kyle Akins and get a report from downstairs. Baum calls out the signals. He will try and keep it himself across the line of scrimmage to the 45-yard line and tackled right there. Let's check in with Kyle.
Talking to Coach Debs this week, he mentioned how Oberlin controlled the ball in their first game for over 35 minutes. He expected that was something that they were trying to do again today. And actually, they've been quite successful holding on to the ball, having almost 3 times as much time possession as Case. But yet that success has not showed up to success on the scoreboard. Back to you guys.
Kyle, that's a great point as Cowdrick makes the catch and steps out of bounds across the 40 to the 39-yard line of the Yeomen. As Kyle mentioned in his report, time of possession right now at 32-20 for Oberlin, 11 minutes and 50 seconds for Case.
And Case had the ball for just over 9 minutes in the first half, and yet managed to put up 41 points, some of those coming again at 90-second drive at the end of the half. The touchdown following the botched punt or botched kickoff.
Another pass completed to Tim Cowdrick, and that's the final play of the third quarter. He gets out to the 30-yard line, and that will be where Case begins when they start the fourth quarter. 41-0 Case after 3. We'll step away for this timeout and be back with more fourth quarter action in a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Wings it toward the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Celebrate the past, embrace your future. Alumni Weekend and Homecoming. Register online.
It was both student-athletes' first All-American honors. Joining us on the track tonight, fresh from the Calvin College Invitational, which the women placed second, is All-American Justine Durusky. Please join me in congratulating Justine on her accomplishments last fall. Congratulations, Justine. As we begin the fourth quarter of play, Meyer, the ball carrier. It is enough for a first down for the Spartans. First and 10 for Case Western Reserve.
Well, we're underway here in the fourth quarter. Greg Meyer carrying on the first play of the quarter and has first down yardage down to the 22-yard line. So Joey Baum and company marching here, leading at 41-0. Quick pass intended for Metalsitz and a diving catch at the 21. So the Spartans pick up only one, but a nice catch by the sophomore, Brian Metalsitz, the North Royalton product. Second down. They will actually say no gain on that play. So 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line of Oberlin. Brian Webster is checked in. He lines up far left. Now Baum will run it himself right up the middle. Has some blocking in front to the 15, down to the 10. Still on his feet. Flag comes out, and he's tackled just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Joey Baum with a keeper right up the middle. This flag will go against Case.
And it'll all come back because the hold will occur about at the same spot that Baum was tackled after a 10-yard gain. So it'll go right back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll replay second down.
I believe they nailed Matt Ionesco on the hold. And it's back to the 22-yard line. You're exactly right, Ed. Right back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Baum will try the same play, but cannot break free this time as he's tackled by Clay Eaton, the freshman defensive lineman out of Findlay, Ohio. And it'll be third down and 10 for the Spartans. They'll mark him back a little bit here. 3rd and 12 as they mark it back to the 24-yard line. Fourth quarter action, 41-0 Case. Here is the snap back to Baum. He'll fire it out into the flat to Metalsitz, and he is wrestled out of bounds. Nope, did not get out. Tackled at the 20. Pickup of 4. And it'll be 4th down and 8.
I have to wonder if he would have stepped out by 4 feet if they would have stopped the clock at that point. Because it sure looked like Metalsitz
he tried to get out. Yeah, that's exactly right. Coffee out to try a field goal. They will spot this one. Colasar will put it down at the 27-yard line. The kick is up, and it is no good. Coffee shanks it off to the left. And so the 37-yard attempt is no good.
And Coffee now just 3 of 7 on field goals this year.
It was 1 of 3 last week. On the season now, 3 of 7, as Ed said, and 0 for 4 now from beyond the 30-yard line.
And the long so far this season has been 25 yards.
1st and 10 for Oberlin at the 20-yard line now with 12:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. A win tonight would make Greg Debelak the all-time winningest coach here at Case Western Reserve. They will go back and hand the ball to Lowther. He gets tripped up as he hits the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 23, pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7.
By the time this is over, Oberlin may have over 40 minutes of possession time.
Well, right now, 32-20 as they start this drive. And if they keep it on the ground and they're able to move the ball a little bit, you're exactly right, Ed. They will end up right around that 40-minute mark. Under 12 to play, so a ways to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to move. Shellberg in motion, and there's a flag on the play. I think they had 3 guys in motion that time. They'll pitch it out to Lowther. Another flag comes out on the other side of the field.
Well, Shellberg was headed toward the line of scrimmage at the snap. So they'll get him for illegal motion. It'll be an illegal shift. I wonder if he was supposed to come up to a wing position and stop. And as he got up there, the ball was snapped, and he just continued on with the play.
There's a flag on the other side of the field as well. So they get him for the illegal shift, and they will move that back 5 yards. Second down and 12 is coming up at the 18-yard line. Oberlin operating in their own territory. If you've joined us late tonight, in the first half, a career performance for Dan Whalen with 6 touchdown passes, leading to a 41-0 lead. That's where we stand right now. The Spartans have not scored in the second half. Whalen is out of the game. Calgren going deep downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. Intended target was, I believe, we'll see who it is. I believe that was Ryan Harvey. Kerry Dieter for Case, the freshman out of McKees Rock, Pennsylvania, was step for step with Harvey and knocked the ball away as it arrived. Nice defensive play. And it's 3rd down and 12. Ray Williams, the freshman receiver in the game right now for Oberlin. He lines up wide to the left. Back to throw, Calgren looking downfield, fires it over the middle. It's caught by Lowther, a catch and run, turns the corner, gets across the 30-yard line, and is out of bounds near the 31.
Has himself a first down, and Oberlin will move the sticks.
They needed to get out to the 30, and he barely got it.
Kevin Street is checked in at defensive back. Street, the 6'1", 50-pound senior from Barberton, Ohio.
Calgren again will approach the line of scrimmage, still operating in Oberlin territory at the 31-yard line. He will go back, fake a handoff, rolls right, looks downfield, everyone covered. Now he lets loose with it. It's incomplete, intended for Ray Williams, and out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 for the Yeomen. 10:37 to play. Case right now with 445 yards of total offense. Oberlin now with 124 yards. They were held to just 55 yards in the first half of play. Could not get anything going offensively in the first half, as Case lowered the boom on the Yeomen early tonight. Now a pass tipped by the intended receiver, Adam Neese, and it was up for grabs for a moment, but it fell incomplete. Third down and 10.
3rd and long. And Shellberg will come to the sideline. Stops and talks to, I believe that is assistant head coach Lee Suggs over there for the Yeomen.
10:33 to go, 3rd quarter. 3rd down play here, 3rd and 10 as Calgren drops back to throw. He will fire it on the run. It's caught over there by Witches, and it's out of bounds and good for a first down.
And Suggs is the former Cleveland Brown. He was drafted back in 2003 by the Browns out of Virginia Tech. Played through the 2005 season with the Browns and then signed with Miami in 06 before injuries forced him to the sideline.
First down reception by Adam Witches. Moves the ball all the way out to the 45-yard line. Calgren again will go back and hand this ball to Lowther. Spin move. He cannot get away, and he is thrown down. And the Spartans defend that well.
Well, Case was expecting the run, and tonight they've shown a set that's been a 5-3 set defensively, using the 5 down linemen to match up against Oberlin. They also will drift that free safety up into the box to put 9 within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, almost daring the Yeoman to throw it.
Back to throw. Calgren, 2nd down, 11. He'll step up and fire. It's caught by Lowther. Nice one-handed grab across midfield and out of bounds on the other side at the 43-yard line.
Just reached up and snagged that like an outfielder racing to the foul line.
1st and 10 into Case territory now at the 43-yard line. It is 41-0 Case with 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Coming up after the game tonight, we'll have some post-game interviews for you on the field with Kyle Akins. Calgren back to hand off to Lowther. He'll carry the football, has some blocking in front of him, gets to the 35, and down now at the 33-yard line as Oberlin continues to move the football, and the clock continues to move mercifully here at Case Field. A 41-point first-half effort by the Spartans tonight, including 28 of those in the first quarter. Don't forget, coming up after the football game tonight, the Sports Fix with Nick Kubik, Kevin Welsh, and Vic Cortez. That'll take you till midnight tonight here on AM 1420 WHK. Calgren goes back, hands the ball to Curtis. He hits the right side and plows forward to the 31-yard line.
Case freely substituting now Trevor Shaver in. Shaver, the 5'9" senior defensive lineman from Richfield. Jacob Adams also in at linebacker. Adams, the sophomore from Cincinnati Princeton High School, a former Viking.
Everybody saying action tonight on the Case sideline. They'll hand this one off up the middle and around the left side. It is carried by Sean Curtis out to the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down just inside the 20. We'll call it the 19, and it's another first down for Oberlin as they get into the red zone for the first time tonight. First and 10. Oberlin moving the football here on this drive. 7:33 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Calgren will come back, hand it off to Curtis. Straight up the middle again. He dives forward, lands at the 14-yard line. He peels off 5 yards. Second down and 5.
Brandon Flick now in the football game. Flick, the freshman defensive back from Butler, Pennsylvania.
They'll approach the line of scrimmage again, drop out 2 receivers on the left side. One in the slot, that is Robin Witches. Out wide left is Ray Williams. Witches goes in motion. They'll pitch it back to Curtis. And he gets to the 10 and is hauled down right there. And on the tackle for Case was Nick Frank, the junior out of Kent Roosevelt. It'll be short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1. The ball marked right at the 10-yard line. Well, most importantly, the clock continues to move, Ed, as the Spartans try and play out the string here. They'd like to keep the shutout intact, but Oberlin moving the ball well here on the 3rd+ string.
Drive now over 8 minutes for Oberlin.
Back with the ball, Calgren. He'll hand it off to Curtis to the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Sean Curtis, a 10-yard touchdown run. his first touchdown of the season. And it is a 41-6 ball game. So Sean Curtis, the Cooper City, Florida product, who will learn in the next few weeks that Oberlin, Ohio is nothing like Cooper City, Florida. But he scores the touchdown here to get Oberlin on the board. And it is 41-6 with 5:55 to play in the fourth quarter. PAT coming up for Zach Richard. It'll be his first extra point attempt of the night, and it's blocked. Blocked by the Spartans, so it is no good, and the score remains 41-6 with 5:55 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Back to Case Field after this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Well, the Yeomen with some positive karma to work with here after they score on a very nice sustained drive. And we've seen the last few years, Ed, R.V. Carroll, who came out of Perry and was a star running back for Oberlin during his career. And Sean Curtis with some potential as well. Very impressive tonight, even against the first stringers for Case, but they did not continue to use him consistently during the early part of the football game. But he has proved to be very effective tonight. Short kick taken at the 21-yard line by the Spartans, returned out close to the 30-yard line, tackled near the 29-yard line, and returned by Colin Repko, the sophomore. And the Spartans offense will come out with 5:48 to go.
Now, R.V. Carroll and Greg Mangum, the graduated quarterback from Oberlin, combined they hold 21 school records for passing and rushing. R.V. Carroll rushed for over 3,500 yards in his career at Oberlin. Hard to replace that, but the Yeomen seem to have the pieces in place to make another run similar to what they did in 2002 and 2003 when they were 5-5 and approached 500 at 6-4. Really built the program up. They have some freshmen on this team offensive line-wise. They have a secondary that's all freshman-led. And then you throw in the running of Sean Curtis along with Adam Lauer, and things may begin to turn around and head up for the Oberlin Yeomen.
Cameron Boyd got the call on the first play for the Spartans, and now Max Bohan is in the game for Case at quarterback, and he scrambles out to the 36-yard line and picks up 7 yards. Max Bohan, the 5'8 sophomore out of Worthington, Ohio. Clock moving with 4:54 to play in the fourth quarter, 41-6. Bohan directing traffic out there for a receiver set. They fake to Boyd. Bohan wants to keep it himself. Dives back to the line of scrimmage before he's tripped up. Case looking at a fourth down now. And they will have to punt this one away as Josh Murphy comes back out to punt. Case will win its 25th consecutive game with Oberlin and keep that winning streak alive. And they will notch their 24th consecutive regular season win.
If not for Wabash, this team seems unstoppable, Dave.
Here is the punt, and it will be taken back at the 26-yard line by Robin Witches across the 30 to the 35 and tackled at the 38-yard line. And so the Yeomen will come back out with 3:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bye week coming up for the Spartans. They'll try and get Jeff Brown healthy.
Make sure that Tony Opperman also has a chance to recover with his ankle injury, and Zach Haas, who was hobbled in the first half, the defensive back, can be back for the Denison game.
That's coming up 2 weeks from tonight. Here is the handoff to Lowther. He hits the line of scrimmage right up the middle and is stopped for a short gain. Second down coming up for the Yeomen. They were 2-8 last season. Of course, beaten by Case last year, 48-21. 3:23 and counting here. Fourth quarter action. Fireworks show coming up for the fans after the game tonight. A lot of folks from the dorms will be in prime viewing position for the fireworks show. Ahead to Curtis, and he plows his way forward to the 50-yard line. 9-yard pickup and a first down for Sean Curtis.
And Sean Curtis now over 100 yards on the football game tonight.
Curtis with his 20th carry, and he will now have 103 yards on the night. So averaging over 5 yards per attempt. 2:50 to go. Case counting down toward their third win of the season. This will be Curtis again, and he gets across midfield out to the 47-yard line. Dan Whalen tonight, 5 rushes for 53 yards, 20 of 26 through the air. We'll have to do the math here, Ed, and come up with the completion percentage for Whalen, which was 80% coming in. They'll hand it to Curtis again, up the middle to the 40, down close to the 36-yard line. Well, he's now completed 72 passes on the year.
72 out of 91 for over 1,000 yards.
And he's still just below 80% now. It's 79.1% completion on the season, I'll tell you.
15 touchdowns.
Eye-popping numbers.
15 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 fumble.
1:41 to play, but the fumble had style. Across the 35-yard line as Lowther carries it, and he's rushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Now 90 seconds left in this football game.
So you're saying that even the fumble could go on the highlight reel for Dan Whalen.
You know, how many guys fumble in that manner? Even when he fumbled, he had some sort of plan in his head. We'll have to ask him about that on our next website feature. Maybe he can write about it in his blog on fannation.com. I have not yet read that. Have you clicked onto that? I have to read about this. Here is the handoff to Lowther, straight up the middle, down to the 25-yard line. 50 seconds to go, and the clock stops as they have first down yardage on that carry. 26-yard line. He'll move the chains and restart the clock. Bye week next week. No broadcast, no game. And 2 weeks from tonight, we'll reconvene against the Denison Big Red in the marquee matchup of Zach and Drew Homick. The Homick brothers, all of Chicago, will be tuned to that game. They'll hand this one off to Lowther again. He'll be cut down in the backfield. Nicely defended by the Spartans. Lucas Johnson, a freshman lineman out of River Falls, Wisconsin.
That'll be the final play of the football game tonight, Dave.
Yeah, just 15 seconds left, and that will do it. So we will have post-game reaction for you coming up in just a moment. Final score tonight, 41-6. The Spartans knock off the Oberlin Yeomen